Movie footage used on the podcast is used for fair use. Nightmare Talkers makes no claims or ownership and only uses the footage for commentary and entertainment purposes. Please support the film and the art of filmmaking by watching Saw 2 on home media or wherever you can watch the movie. Enjoy the episode!
What is that? Oh, yeah, point. No,
Huh?
God damn it. That
Huh? Huh? Huh?
way.
This way?
Oh, wait.
This way?
It's a VTuber.
What?
How did you
Where?
get in here? How did you get in here?
Wi-Fi. You had a backdoor on your network.
Just snuck on in. Anyways, welcome
I
everyone.
stuck on in, man.
There you go. Well, welcome everyone to Nightmare Talkers. It's your boy and host, Smiley, with the new co-host. There you go. I was about to say you have to. This is the part you start talking.
Oh God, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Hi.
Anyways, yes. So Grace is no longer the co-host. She had to take some time off, but next week's episode, Grace's will be in there, and she will talk to you guys and all that good stuff. But yes, the new person is here is Nova. Robin, stop playing with her green screen. Stop it.
Where am I?
It looks like you're about to jump
Where?
into Mount Vesuvius.
Oh fuck! I could use a nice little dip in the hot tub.
There you go. Anyways, so yes, this is Nova. Robin, say hi. And you say hi to Robin.
What if I don't want to say hi to Robin?
Well, then he's going to put something on your green screen you probably won't like. He's going to put...
Alright, fine. Hi, Robin.
He's going to put a bunch of men on your screen.
You gonna put a bunch of what?
Men.
Oh God, I'm afraid of men.
What's even scarier? Women.
Ah! Women are petrifying.
Yes, they are.
I'm afraid of people.
That's
why I can talk to you, Smiley.
Because I'm not a person. I'm a spiritual entity.
You sure are.
Anyways, so yes, Nova, I just want you to kind of introduce yourself to these fine people that are listening, watching, all that good jazz, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So,
oh God.
So just gonna ask you a few questions. Don't go into panic mode. Don't do it.
Too late.
Okay, so while you're having a panic attack, so the questions we typically ask on here is where can we find you at, outside this lovely podcast thing, and then what got you into horror movies, what's your favorite, what's your least favorite, and then favorite as an adult, as a child, and then also what's your least favorite horror movie, because it is a horror podcast. So
you're telling me to remember things from my childhood?
Yes.
That's already a struggle.
It wasn't
in and of itself.
It wasn't that long ago. My birth year has a 19, and so does Robin's. He'll put his birth year up on the screen. Dang.
Robin, don't do it. Don't listen to him.
Damn, that's old. 1776.
Don't do it.
You're as old as America. Damn, Robin.
Holy shit.
Anyways, so yeah. So where can we find you? And we'll put it on here and we'll put the
Uh,
description down below.
Pretty much everywhere. I am Wireless Nova. Twitch, Instagram, barely post on there. TikTok, Twitter, because I
Twitter.
will dead name that site. I will dead name that site.
Dun, 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 dun. That place is a scary place now.
Oh yeah.
There is there is no modding of that place anymore.
Ugh.
X, Twitter, whatever it's called, is turned into the new Reddit.
Unfortunately. Oh, I also have that, but I'm different on there. And I don't like it's I don't know. I don't do shit on there. It exists,
There you go.
and it's not Wireless Nova. It's my old name.
Well, let's just keep to the ones that say Wireless Nova.
Sounds good to me, Chief.
So we'll have all that in the link down below.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that down there.
Why is there fire coming up from there? What did you do?
Oh God. Uh, uh, it's my fault. All of my socials are a hellscape.
It is already. So, what is your now? Okay, now for the fun part. What is your favorite horror
God.
movie now and as a child?
Right now, I don't know if I can name one specific one. I'm just a huge fan of the Saw franchise as a whole. I think I would probably say out of those ones, Saw 2 would be at least pretty high up on the list. Potentially my favorite, but I don't know. It's kind of we're kind of stuck all over it, you know?
That's
There's bits and pieces from each one that I like for different reasons.
Epic
Foreshadowing.
Subtle foreshadowing.
Wink.
Wink.
Otherwise, when I was a child,
While you're going through all that trauma growing up.
uh, I think it was still the Saw franchise, I'll be honest.
Yeah. And what is your least favorite horror movie?
Least favorite horror movie? Oh my God. I probably don't remember it because I purposely blocked it out of my memory because it was bad.
Mine is the second Silence of the Lambs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make. I am way behind on a lot of traditional horror movies. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, also I got a mask problem.
Ooh.
I have 13 of them. All from
Nice.
different things. This is not from any movie, so I call it a Smiley original.
Ah.
But I have 6 Scream masks as
Uh,
well.
I would probably have more masks, except 90% of them are latex masks. Like, then the plastic ones are usually just like cheap plastic bullshit. And I'm allergic to latex.
Oh. I'm not gonna make the joke.
So,
Not gonna make the joke. Not gonna make the joke.
everyone does. You might as well.
Not for YouTube. I can't make that joke for YouTube or Spotify.
Don't worry. They make them latex free.
I've tested them out personally. Anyways, so there you go. Well, welcome to the Nightmare Talkers world. We are very goofy, silly, and doing frog blinks for some reason. Anyways, So yeah, so today's episode is over Saw 2. See
What?
that crazy foreshadowing that you did earlier?
What?
Yes.
I did that?
Yes. Well,
Holy shit.
it's like your first ever episode. I asked Nova beforehand. I was like, "Hey, what movie do you want to do because it's your first ever episode, inaugurational episode?" And they said, "I want to do Saw 2." While bouncing
Well,
up
that's
and
not what
down.
I originally said.
What did you originally say?
It's not. The Strangers.
Oh yeah, and then I was like, "Wait, I can't get that one." So we went with Saw 2.
It used to be on Netflix, and then they changed it, and they took it off for the United States, and it sucks.
That's why today's sponsored.
But I
Just
think
kidding.
it's slept on. It is. I think it is a slept on horror movie.
Isn't there now 3 Stranger movies? Because you got
I
Strangers
can't
1 and
remember if they
2.
ended up. Mm-hmm.
I think,
Strangers Pray at Night.
yeah, I think there's a strange, like a origin story for the Strangers.
Did they make a third one? Did I miss it?
I don't know.
No, I gotta look this up now.
Intense typing. Anyways,
Uh,
while Nova's looking that up, yes, we're going to be talking about Saw 2, which, in my opinion, is one of the best Saw movies out there because you get to really see how the traps work now. Because the first Saw movie, you didn't really see a lot of traps. Like you saw, like probably a lot of the outcomes of it, and maybe like short bits of it, except for like the major one. But this one, you see everything. So they got a little bit more bolder. So with the beautiful, gory, gushy kills.
Holy shit, they did make a third one, and it's only part one of the third movie. Part two comes out this September. And part three comes out next year.
Nova's losing their mind right now.
Holy shit, I'm taking Explosive to go see part two after I watch part one on my own.
They are breaking their sound system right now because they're so excited.
That's how I do. That's how I do.
Everything's falling apart.
My reality has been like permanently altered.
Yeah. There you go. So, Nova, how we do things here. It's weird because now on my screen it looks like I'm looking at you, so that works. Um, anyways,
Well,
so how we do things here
you can
is
see my green on your mask.
oh, oh no, Robin, don't do it. Don't do it, Robin. Um, anyways, so no, no. Anyways, so how we do things here is we go over the movie and talk about specific things. With Saw, we can get into a lot of depth with it, you know, because there's lots of
Yeah.
kills and lots of things you can kind of look into it. And we also go on wild tangents and do silly, goofy
I
things.
sure do love wild tangents.
We also
I didn't take my ADHD medication today, so I'm all set.
help.
You're stuck with me. You chose this.
So I'm putting out a new ad. Anyways, so yeah, so the movie kind of begins. I can't really think of it because it's been a while since I've seen Saw 2, but I think it begins with like um, Donnie Wahlberg, who is like the lead detective, which is Mark Wahlberg's um, brother. And Robin, please take off the picture of Marky Mark behind Nova, please.
I like him there. Put him back. Okay, now he can go.
Anyways, I think he's like picking up his kid because he got kicked out of school, right? Or
There is one scene before that. The
what?
movie opens up with a kill.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, the Venus
The
flytrap,
Venus flytrap.
which is an amazing kill. You got to think about, you know,
Oh yeah.
because there's a key underneath his eyeball. See, this is why I did that.
Oh yeah.
So I have to cover it up because this is my house key and people can copy it. Anyways,
So
there's a
long as you don't put something that is size recognizable next to it, you should be fine.
da-da-da-da.
So
There-
don't like hold a quarter and your key up. Oh, do it. Oh God.
Anyways,
All right, they're breaking in.
nobody's gonna show up at my house. Haha, you shouldn't have done it. Anyways, so yes, it does start out with the Venus flytrap kill, which is an amazing kill. And what is it? The dude just wakes up in a random place and his neck is strapped up,
Yeah.
which gets all the book talk girls all excited. Don't get excited about this, book talk girls. Um, anyways.
Oh man.
Saw is basically a book talk dream. Anyways, um, but yeah, so and he wakes up and he has the mask on him and he has like was it 60 seconds or 30 seconds to get the key out from underneath his eye and then
Mm-hmm.
unlock it. But obviously he doesn't make it in time and just closes up.
Oh yeah. Dude was a coward and couldn't cut into his own eyeball.
Would you do that though?
If it meant not dying, I probably
Interesting.
like I'd be wigged out, but like eventually I'd be like, okay, I have to do this or else that's it.
Yeah, but how long were you waking out? Because you have 30 seconds. And did you see how thick
Uh,
those stitches were?
it was 60 seconds. I would only wig out for 30 seconds.
But
Then I got half the time.
you see how thick the stitches were, though?
Yeah.
They're pretty thick.
Yeah, scalpel.
They're pretty thick.
He had a scalpel. He can do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I am sorry.
Look, the traps are made to be able to get out of.
Well, some of them were. Some of them weren't. But,
Jigsaw's traps,
yeah.
John's traps
Yeah.
were made to get out of.
And also that police officer.
And this was one of John's traps.
Yes, it was. And so, anyways, and then the guy couldn't get out. And I do love like the special effects that they use. I'm all for practical effects in horror movies because it makes it more realistic. Why did you say it like that? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. My mask keeps falling.
Look, man, I'm an artist. I love SFX.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. They're pretty dope, and I do like because Saw was really laid heavily into the effects, practical effects. Really, not really a lot of. Later on, they did do a lot of CGI, which is very disappointing. But
Yeah.
they did lay heavy in the beginning, lay heavy into the practical effects, especially like with that scene. I think they used like a dummy head and stabbed it, and blood started coming out, or he had like some blood packets in there, and it just came, you know,
Oh yeah.
little drippage of the blood.
All the stuff they could do without CGI.
Yeah, and
Because let's face it, in 2005, CGI was not cutting it.
unless you were the Transformers, dun 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 dun.
They're special, okay?
Yeah.
That's a special case.
They're Spanish. It's because it was Michael Bay. Anyways, So
Yeah.
so then it shows a little bit after that him investigating the crime scene
Hmm.
and what was the note on the wall that Jigsaw left for him
It was on the ceiling,
on the ceiling?
and it said, "Detective Matthew, look closer,"
Yes.
or "Look closer, Detective Matthew."
And so anyways, and so they were there investigating. He sees that, kind of wigs out, and this is also like so they already know that Jigsaw is out there because there's lots of cops dead and lots of civilians dead. They know who they are. Like I think he's been posted all over the place as well. They don't know who it is exactly. They don't know it's John Kramer yet, but Jigsaw
Hmm.
is very active because I think Saw 2 takes place like a year after Saw 1 when they're really
Sounds about right.
I think like when they're really deep into the investigation because a lot of the Saw movies take place super close together, like within a week, but this is like separate. And so
Hmm.
then he goes and picks up his kid who got kicked out of school or drop off his kid, and then next thing you know, the kid disappears. Drama. And and has no idea where he is. So he starts freaking out because he's also under
Why did you go
investigation
British on me?
because it's funny. He's also under investigation of don't look at me with that fucking face. Like the disappointment face. Not the inkling the wings are going down.
If you go
That's
British on me again, I'll look at you however I want to look at you. Don't let it
Finally
happen again.
goes German. Right.
That was the worst German accent I've heard,
Yeah, it was pretty bad. You didn't give me time.
other than doing a completely different accent.
Yes. So British is off the table.
British is off the table.
So, but is this off the table?
I can't do that. Look at you showing off the fact that you can move your arms. My shit's stuck here on my sides.
Robin's gonna be mad at me for
Someday!
that.
Someday!
No, Robin's gonna be pretty pissed about that actually. He's like, that's an old trend. I'm bringing it back.
No, don't piss off your editor. He's gonna put more weird shit behind me.
Yeah.
I will suffer for it. No.
Anyways, so yes, so then his kid disappears, and if you want to kind of take over from there,
Can do. So, due to clues that he left in the Venus flytrap killing, um, the detective was able to track down John Kramer and go straight to his hideout, where it's it's a really cool like idea to be able to go straight there because you can see the inner machinations of like every one of his traps and any prototypes that he's done and traps that maybe haven't made it yet or just didn't make it at all. Why is my dog barking?
rough.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's one on
But
Nova swear counter.
oh god, we do that here?
I have a swear counter. I was just joking. I have a swear counter, and every single
Oh
time
god.
I cuss, it's $10 in a pot, and I donate
Oh
all of that
no.
to charity at the end of the year.
Ah. Well, put mine in his pot.
I'm gonna rack it up. It's gonna be well over $1,000. I'm already at almost $300. Okay,
Oh dear.
and this is like episode like 13. You showed up on the
Hey,
you
hey
showed up on
man.
the 13th
That's like,
episode.
ooh. That means I'm something special, huh?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
I'll do all the hand motions for you.
Robin, if you could like cut off his arms and put them on me.
Cool. Anyways, continues. He finds the
He
thingy.
finds John. And John's just sitting at a table, and he pushes his cereal aside. Which when John Kramer pushes his cereal aside, that's how you know something's about to happen. But unbeknownst to, the police force and everything, this was planned by John. What are you doing?
I'm being your arms.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It was like 2 seconds ago.
Look, man, I have the memory of something that has a really bad memory. I can't say goldfish. That's been proven incorrect.
I have the memory of a fly.
Yeah, that's about right. They only live for 24 hours. Why are you doing monkey hands?
Because Robin's gonna put monkey hands on you.
Robin? Don't put
No.
monkey hands on me.
Oh, now you're pulling out the cute voice. Don't put monkey hands on me.
Oh, you want the cute voice?
Oh god. Oh god.
Hello.
Oh. Just do like the rest. Don't.
I just saw you physically shudder. Do the rest of the podcast like that?
It'll get our viewership up, but still.
Ooh. Mayhaps. Alright. We'll do one special episode.
I'll talk way down here.
We'll both have to mentally prepare ourselves beforehand.
We just start talking way down here. So this movie is going.
And I'm gonna be up here.
Oh god damn it.
Side note, if anybody's looking for a voice actor for a project, I am available.
Me too.
Why did you sound like Moist Critical?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to John Kramer.
See, wild tangents.
He planned all this. He wanted to be found. And he directs the police attention, or specifically Detective Eric Matthews, to a room that he has inside of his big room. It's a caged room. Wait, I forgot a part. You do get one trap before they make it to John. And it's not one that's meant to be lethal. It's just meant to, I don't know, fuck with the police. Which, respect, I guess. You put the quarter in your eye. Okay. They're trying to walk up the stairs that will take you straight into the room that John's sitting in. And of course, these expert SWAT team police officers don't bother to look at the stairs for a tripwire.
Continue. I'm gonna have an idea. Continue with your thing.
Alright, I guess. Wait, you're having an idea? I'm so proud of you. Oh man, they grow up so fast. Police officer trips this tripwire, opens a door. Oh god, I can hear myself echo. I can't work under these conditions. I can't work under these conditions.
What do you mean? You good
Smiley,
now?
am I back on your ears?
Yes.
Yeah, I could hear myself echo. I couldn't work under those conditions.
Continue.
Oh my god.
What?
With the way they sit in your eyes, it makes you look like you're smiling.
That's the name. Don't wear it out. Oh, hi. Didn't know we record. Oh, wait. This was for the ad. Duh. Hey guys, how's it going? Yes, so instead of adding the ad thing in the video itself, we're gonna go ahead and do it here and just kind of make it a repeat thing. Anyways, this video slash podcast is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a gamer energy drink that's cheaper than most of the competition. They have tubs, sampler pack, merch, all you can think of. They are way cheaper, like I said before, than your typical other people. I think it's $40 for a tub. And also, if you use promo code Nightmare Talkers with an S, you get 10% off your order. They are doing a collab with Solo Leveling, which is one of the biggest animes going on right now. And so I would recommend getting that. So yeah, anyways, again, so it's w.gg and use promo code Nightmare Talkers at checkout. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
You need to get a smile dog mask. That's what you need.
I need to get a new smiley mask. Have you seen the original?
Smile dog. I have not. Oh, hello, my dog. Ah, I have seen it. You showed me it when we. Tell that guy I said hi. You showed me it when we first talked. Nice. That's the OG.
That is falling apart.
This is so sad.
Well,
see, that's the kind of mask I can't wear.
It's latex and it's like 3 years old now.
Yeah.
So if you
latex will do that.
Yeah, if you wear it multiple times over years. But I'm planning on getting.
I need to stop frog blinking. Why am my frog blinking?
Because you're an anime.
Blink, motherfucker.
Because you're anime.
Oh, bye.
Oh, god damn it. Anyways, but yes, so I'm getting one that I can talk through the mask.
That'd be nice.
I just have to.
Or if anything, get one that you've got space for to be able to put like a lav mic inside of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna custom make one. I got a buddy who makes masks,
ooh,
and so I'm gonna custom make one with him.
Fancy.
So I'll have some pictures on the screen. I'll show you those pictures later of the mask that he makes. So.
Good shit. Good shit.
Me and him work at the same haunted house.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I miss working at the haunted house.
It's so fun. Especially
I wish mine didn't burn down.
What did you do? Did you do
Anyway,
this?
back to Saw 2.
Whoa. Fine. Go back to the movie.
Alright. Police. Lawyer. Trips it. Door at the top of the stairs opens. And we see Jigsaw's puppet. A little trike.
Good old.
He wheels into view. Oh yeah, that's his name. Someday I'll remember to actually remember his name. But until then, everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say Jigsaw's puppet.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can also be talking about Hoffman or Amanda.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
Anyways, continue.
They're meat puppets, okay?
True.
Billy starts cackling with that, classic scary. Yeah, that one.
I have the actual.
The one you hear on every like keychain that you walk in. Stop putting more things on your face. The one you hear on every single keychain that they have on the checkout aisle at a Spirit Halloween.
Is that the noise?
That laugh. Yeah.
Interesting.
Robin, if you have an example, I think I made it pretty clear exactly which laugh I'm talking about.
He just puts in a goose.
That works too. Hyonk.
Honk.
Hyonk. Hyonk.
Oh.
As the door is
Hey,
opening and Billy.
this random person said hi. And then she also said fuck you.
Not she.
They, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm old, okay? Gosh, it's gonna take me a
Yeah,
little bit.
SK. No worries.
I was
I'm
born in
patient, but I will remind you every time.
I was born in '97. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're 5 years older than me.
Oh god. Anyways,
Just wanted to point that out.
thanks. Appreciate it.
Anyway.
I feel my back hurting now.
um so yeah, door opens, Billy wheels out, cackles. The police officer that, oh my god, my words. That tripped the trap, uh the stair that he stood on gives out. And I cannot remember exactly what like the workings of this trap were. All I know that it ends up with him breaking both of his femurs.
Sounds like it tickles, and I hear a dog.
No, you don't. You hear two dogs.
Oh.
Stop your clicky clacking. Oh my gosh. Just lay down. If you
Oh,
want,
good.
I can send you dog tags and I'll send you pictures of them.
Yay.
Deal? Okay. Femurs broken. Police officer in agony. That is when they say, "Officer down. Send in everybody else." Because yeah, when there's a trap in the building, you send in everybody else, right? That's that. Eventually, they walk up those stairs. There's no more traps. We don't know what happened to that police officer afterward, but I'm pretty sure his career was over at that point.
Yeah, I mean, both your femurs break.
And that's when they see John. Oh yeah. That's when they see John. And we're back to where I left off. So John directs them to a room. They go into said room, look around a little bit. There's a table that has a sheet covering it. And most people would be like, oh, what he's trying to point Eric to on this sheet, on this table, is it's his son's body. It's not. It's not his son's body. It is
another body.
several TV screens.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, TV screens.
Several TV screens and a timer. A countdown. He then tells them on that TV there are some people of which they can see. One of those people being Eric's son, alongside, oh my god, how many were there? 7 others? I think there were 8 people total.
Yeah. And they all
Feels
have
right to me,
do
at
with
least.
something with Detective Matthews, because you learn that during that time that Detective Matthews put all of them in jail. And
Except for his son.
except for his son, but he also didn't do it in the cleanest way either, putting him in jail.
Oh yeah. He was kind of a corrupt cop.
So that's like one of the biggest things in Saw that they really push is police corruption things, because a lot of police in that whatever town they're in, they never specified the town, but a lot of police in that town were very corrupt and things like that. And in Spiral, they exacerbated on that, but that movie, they really emphasized that, because there's also like an interview thing that he's like leaving a scene, and they're like, "What about the reports of police brutality? What brutality?" And like and like about to swing on the reporters. So it's like, that doesn't help your case, bud. It doesn't. You might be a Wahlberg, but you can't just get away with everything. You're not Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Who gets away with everything.
Yeah.
Anyways, and that's when you see the game begins. And then
John then tells Eric, after Eric's like, hey, that's my son. What the fuck is going on? John's like, well, there is a deadly neurotoxin being pumped into that room. Or nerve gas. It's nerve toxin, neural gas, or nerve gas. It's the same shit. That house, the main door, for them to be free, will open in 3 hours. Unfortunately, the gas will take full effect on their body and leave them bleeding from every orifice in 2 hours.
Sounds like a good
So,
time.
they're kind of doomed. Oh, yeah. You see in that room, 6 of the people are, well, up or sitting and conscious and trying to figure out what's going on. There is one laying in the middle of the floor, but they quickly confirm she is alive, she is breathing. She's just laying there. Which, this is Amanda. She's gonna be quite important to the series.
What?
Very, very little side thing that I've pieced together through watching only the first 2 movies several times, is all that matters for this information, is the position she's laying in on the floor is the exact same position that John Kramer was laying for the entirety of the first movie.
It was? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Fun facts with no.
Face down on the floor, hands kind of almost 90-degree-ish angles at her sides.
There you go.
So we got a little parallel there.
Got a little parallel.
Wonder what that could be out.
Mm-hmm.
But Amanda has been in a saw trap before. She was the victim, or almost victim, of the reverse bear trap.
Which is the coolest saw trap
And-
of all time.
Oh yeah, that's like the most iconic one. So much so that is the trap used in the Saw Dead by Daylight collaboration.
Yeah, there you go.
It's good shit. She wakes up eventually, in a panic. And another fun little thing that you can see her do is immediately upon waking up, she feels her head. She's touching around her head. She's touching around her neck. Just trying to make sure that she doesn't have another bear trap on her. And she doesn't, but she's still freaked out. Because she's now, once again, trapped in a room. This time with 7 other people. She immediately starts looking around the room, looking behind paintings, looking through piles of things in the corner. She settles on what is, I believe it was a fireplace, but like it got all bricked up.
Oh my.
And
This is
Don't look at me like that.
This is a Robin adds the old. That's what she said.
no!
He likes to add the Michael Scott from The Office.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm a victim.
You did
Um,
this time.
Some of the bricks are loose. Thus Amanda pulls them from the wall and uncovers a cassette player. On that cassette player, they are told the rules of the game. And that this is, in fact, a jigsaw trap. Can't remember exactly word for word everything he says. He tells them about the door that will be opening in 3 hours, and the fact that they only have 2 hours to live. Um, he says, thinking. Oh my gosh. I like watched this 3 times in the past like 4 days. So
What?
look, man, I got really excited when I heard that I was going to be talking about Saw 2. Don't look at me like that. Look, I
It's not
haven't
you.
been
My stuff
diagnosed
is-
with autism yet, okay?
Look, my stuff is bugging out. Okay, it's not you. It's my equipment.
Gotcha.
Continue.
um, more or less, tape describes the situation they're in. Details that they are all related in more ways than they think. To which they immediately start like, well, 2 of us have been to prison. Oh, 3 of us have been to prison. And then later on throughout the movie, you find out that all of them, except for Michael, Eric's son, has been to prison. Or has been locked up.
Having fun in the shadows.
And
Whoa, 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 whoa.
anyway. There's also a bit of information revealed to them within that tape that the safe has a code, and once again, not going to be word for word exactly what he says. More or less, he details that.
The numbers on the back of your mind.
Yeah. Like, each of you possess a piece of that code. It's in the back of your mind.
Because they're all fighting for the cure. That's the thing you forgot to say. The whole thing was they have to find the cure for that.
Yeah. And then he says, and the sequence of this code you will find over the rainbow.
Over the rainbow. So
They don't know what the fuck this means.
yeah, and then it all hell breaks loose after that because they all start freaking out. Amanda basically pulls the thing from Squid.
There was a key.
Yeah.
There was a key that was found with the cassette player. On the note, it says, "Do not use this key to open that door," referring to the large metal door, which is holding them in this room. And I can't remember all of their names right now. I'm going to try my best. But I'm gonna describe them more or less.
Dummy number 1 gets shot.
Dummy number 1. He looks like a businessman. He's got a tie on, white shirt. Immediately uses that key on the door. And Amanda's like, don't do that. The note says to not do that. And he's like, I don't care what the note says. I'm using it on the door.
Amanda
He looks through a peephole.
Thing. I've played these games before.
He looks through the peephole that's on the door. There's a small, at least what looks to be a peephole, as he is turning the lock. Thus, triggering the gun on the other side of the peephole.
Talk about being triggered.
And dude, oh god.
What?
Dude gets his brains blown out. He's dead. He's gone.
Oh,
And immediately,
I thought you were
everyone
saying
is
that
thrown
about
into a
my-
panic.
I thought you were saying that about my joke.
Maybe I was.
I'm raising my eyebrows so you can't see it. Robin put in eyebrows. We're asking a lot of this man. Just want to appreciate him for doing this.
Love you, Robin.
Oh god, now you're definitely his favorite.
Yay!
You put a green screen behind you. Now you're telling him that you love him. Rob's gonna be like, "Yay!"
Yeah. Businessman dead on the floor immediately. Like there's no, he is missing the back of his skull. And that sends everybody into a panic, rightfully so, because they just watched a man die in front of them.
Yeah, it's not that
Trying to remember
bad.
sequence events. Uh,
So here's the thing with this
Michael.
podcast. There's this whole thing with this podcast. I just got to tell you, we don't really go in order with everything. So you can jump around and talk about whatever, like specifically about the kill or whatever. We kind of start out it's sequence, but we realize that people kind of like it would go boing 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 because we want to encourage the people to
All
watch the
good.
movie.
Oh yeah, it's good shit. It's
So
good
you can
shit.
have
I'm
Nova's reaction.
telling you the barest of bones details from it. Like absolutely, my recounting of this movie, my words that I have to say about this movie does not give you the full experience. Like it is phenomenal.
Let's just talk about
You gotta watch it for yourself.
yeah on whatever streaming platform you can legally. That
I think it's on like
it's on
it's on Amazon Prime Video
yeah, and I think it's on Hulu.
and it's on YouTube, I think too.
Yeah,
Like YouTube video.
yeah, it'll probably be on there, and also it'll probably pop up. Kind of like so. I did notice when we talk about a specific movie that it will, and I tag and I put like a hashtag, like the whatever those things are, the tags. It will pop up that specific movie. If you
Yeah,
want to watch it on YouTube underneath this. So let's
sick as
just
fuck.
yeah
Well, hey, click that button.
yeah click it right now, or Nova will appear in
Click
your
it.
room,
Watch it.
and she'll appear.
I'll get in through your Wi-Fi too.
Nova, they will appear in your room and go ooh woo in your ear until you do it.
Exactly.
But oh god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Anyways, let's just
Now imagine that until you watch the fucking movie. All right.
well, let's talk about some of these kills in this movie because we are 50 minutes into the podcast.
Oh god, yeah.
So let's just start talking about the kills
So,
and how
yep.
freaking amazing they were.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like one of my favorite
This guy's
ones,
kill.
One of my favorite ones is when the lady gets her hands stuck in the box.
Oh yeah, Allison's. Which we are never ever confirmed, at least within
Well,
this movie, that trap was not meant for her.
the trap wasn't meant for her, but also we know it's not 100% confirmed she died, but she was stuck in the nerve gas house.
Yeah.
So
She was already like in horrible, horrible shape
yeah, so because
before getting stuck in that trap. Like she's near death.
you do see
So
throughout
like
the film, like their physical state just continually to deteriorate as it goes through. you know.
Mm-hmm. And one
then,
thing, keep special note on, is the state of specifically Amanda.
yeah, Amanda starts. You can tell she's acting, that she's getting sick.
Mm-hmm. You never see her actually get weaker. You never see her start coughing up blood like the others.
Whoa! Dun dun dun.
Wonder why that could be.
Spoiler alert! You find out she's a jigsaw apprentice, even though even though I already technically spoiled it at the beginning. What is your?
I'm hoping anybody watching these has already seen the movie or doesn't mind the spoilers.
Yeah, but another one of my favorite kills is the furnace one, where
the furnace for
his devil's advocate, whatever his name is. He's the one that helped Jigsaw capture the people.
Mm-hmm. And we're never given context as to like why he helped Jigsaw. At least I don't think we are. Other than the fact that he felt like he had to.
He probably was getting paid for it. You know?
I was thinking either he's getting paid for it or Jigsaw has some kind of leverage over his head.
That's probably true as well. But
because we do find one body with his notes and his tape recording and everything for him in a person. Yeah. Like there is a dead body.
That's your typical Saw thing. One thing that amazes me about John Kramer is he has this what is called a god complex or a prophet complex, mm-hmm. right? He is like, you ever heard of the people that like hero people that tries to save everyone.
Oh yeah.
He does it in a very twisted way because, obviously with John Kramer, he tried to take his own life. He had cancer, miscarriage. Like, his life was shit. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, um, he did not have a good life whatsoever, and so yeah, it just wasn't good, and so he developed this god complex, which is like he would take people. At first, it was like, okay, because you do self mutilation, try to commit suicide, things like drug addicts, but then as you see, as the thing goes further, it just gets more and more deranged, right? Like,
Hmm.
I think one of the people that he took, she was like taking antidepressants, and so he killed her for taking
Was she a
antidepressants.
was she a John person though, or was she an Amanda? Was she a John?
She was
So
a
he's getting more and more.
Yeah. So he kept getting more and more insane as it went on, because even including after he dies. Spoiler: after he dies, right? He
Mm.
still has traps that other people do, right? And so, and Hoffman, even though he did kill one person on purpose, other than that, he's actually sticking to the code. Amanda would not. Amanda would purposely just make it to where it's virtually impossible for someone
Hmm.
to win. And so, um, but back to some of the kills in Saw 2, that furnace kill, because the guy went in there to grab the syringe and the door shuts on him, right? And the dude burns
He's
like,
given
just think about that. You,
and he's given one clue as to how he can survive this because, like we've said, John Kramer wants his victims to survive.
yeah,
He doesn't necessarily want them to die.
this is true.
Um, and the clue that he is given on his tape is only the devil can let you out of the hell that you have put yourself in,
Yep.
or something along those lines. And there are 2 syringes within this furnace. One is meant for him.
And
One is meant for whoever he chooses to give it to. He said, you'll have to work for the second one, or there will be consequences to taking the second one.
you would work hard for
And upon taking the second one,
Dun, dun, dun.
upon taking that second one is when the furnace closes and the fire starts. And one thing I find really interesting about this kill specifically is that, what was his name? Oh my god, it's like
Don't ask
Audie
me
or
to-
something? Odie?
Don't ask
Something
me
like
to
that?
remember names. I can't remember even my own name sometimes.
It's like a 3-letter name that starts with O.
Let's just call him Oates.
The O man.
Oh,
Mr. O.
Mr. O.
He sees a valve that has a devil painted next to it, and it says "twist this."
And that was supposed to be for the second
doesn't do it.
person- That was supposed to be for the second person that went in there. To cut it.
And he went in alone. No one else wanted to go in. He didn't even try get to that valve either. He saw it. He was like, "Well,
Well,
Fuck.
this is how I'm gonna die. What
door to the furnace unable to be opened."
Yeah. And so, what was your favorite? It opened after the fire went out.
Yeah.
So it just shows.
No,
that
the door never opened. There was a window on the other side of the furnace that they broke,
Oh,
but he couldn't
yeah.
fit through it, and he dies hanging out of that window,
Yep. Just hanging there.
hanging around.
Just hanging around. Anyways, what is
Bro's the
your
master of hanging out.
Yeah? What is your favorite kill in the entirety of that movie? 'Cause
My
that
favorite
one's
kill
mine.
within that movie.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Those are really good ones. There's
Um,
lots of really good ones.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. Favorite
Oh my
kill
gosh.
and favorite trap. I guess my favorite trap is something else.
I'd say a favorite kill is just the girl who just dies in the hallway, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
Like,
dies.
she just dies. It was the neurotoxins, and they saw the effects of the shit that's going on in their body
Oh
right
yeah,
in front of them.
it was pretty fucked up. Damn it.
But favorite trap, I want to say, is Allison's, the hand trap.
My favorite trap
Um,
was the needle pit.
that was a good one. Which, by the way, why the fuck did he throw a man in there? That was his trap.
Well, because he's a
He's a
horrible person.
coward.
He's a horrible person.
He's awful. He's a coward. He didn't want to take his own trap. So he takes Amanda, who was an ex-junkie, throws her in.
Well,
And she's
shows...
able to get through that trap. She's able to find the key. But the dude fumbles the key and is unable to open the door in time before it locks permanently.
So one of my favorite things from like what you see in Saw is how quickly humanity can fall apart but also come back together, right?
Mm-hmm.
How quickly they were able to like kill each other, how willing they were to do that, right? How willing
Yeah.
they were to kill each other, but also then to see, okay, how willing to work together. Because the Saw movies is also about survival, right? It's about
Yeah.
how could you survive this particular thing. Um, and with the one with the hands, all you needed two people for that one. One to stick their hands in, another person just to hold those blades open. You know?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no. If Allison had been paying attention, there's a lock on the other side of the box that has a key sticking out of it.
Oh yeah, and she could have just unlocked it and got it out. But
Yeah, if she had seen that. But the holding it in, or holding the stuff open, is another way to have bypass that one.
And so, and then the whole needle pit thing, it gives the meaning to, you know, needle in a haystack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jigsaw, master of puns. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Which, side note about that hand trap, I'm 90% sure that that trap was meant for the businessman.
It was probably was because I think he thinks that he was greedy and he was thrown in jail for money laundering.
Yeah.
And then
Like, the whole trap screams like you're getting punished for greed.
yeah. How did what was it? There was the old black guy. How did he die? Oh, he got killed by the roided out
By Xander.
yeah,
Xavier.
He got killed by him with a bat.
Yep.
To the back of the head, and that's when Xavier
Because
realized
that guy lost his fucking marbles.
Yeah.
He was all right. I'm getting out of here. I don't care if anybody else does.
Yeah.
In fact, I will kill everybody because he was able to figure out the secret to the hint that John gave them in the first room.
He was able to
The
figure it out
numbers
after
are
he
in the
killed.
back of your mind.
He figured it out after he killed the first guy. And then he
The businessman?
No, after he killed the older guy.
No, he figured it out after looking at the businessman's body.
Oh yeah.
Because when he walks in the room, he's dragging the bat behind him. The bat gets caught on the shirt that Michael threw on the guy's head, which also shows he's just a kid. He's a sweet kid. He's helping the blonde lady out throughout the whole thing and keeping her calm, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
And he's just a kid who made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Which gives you a little bit of humanity into this guy, which is it's good. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, you know.
A nice little touch. Ow.
But we know there are other traps inside the house that we never got to see then, which is Allison's trap that was meant for her, and then the trap for the blonde lady.
Yeah.
Because she died before she could get that trap, and Allison found the businessman's trap, or at least what we assume to be his trap. The reason we know it's not a trap meant for Allison is because I believe at some point in John Kramer's work, you can see details alluding to a potential trap for Allison. Either that, or it was like a previous iteration of the script.
Yeah. And
or
also,
something like that.
Well, Saw was also notorious for accidentally leaving things out because in the first Saw movie, we'll have the image on here. If you look at like the table that the two detectives are walking by, it has the bathroom trap and it says Saw bathroom trap on there.
Oh yeah.
And so they're notorious for leaving stuff on set, and people just love it. But then,
Oh yeah.
Xavier's death is probably the most satisfying one out of all of them because he just became like the big bully, and then that's when you see Matthew's son become a man basically and slit his throat with the same saw that the dude used to chop off his own foot with,
Hmm.
which is insane. You also got to think about how painful that was because it wasn't just like a clean swipe. He tugged it a little bit.
Oh yeah, you can see how jagged that line is.
Yeah, and so, um, anyways, and then the entire time this is happening, Matthews is talking to Jigsaw, right? And then eventually he gets too crazy, beats the crap out of him, and he takes him over to Nerve Gas house because they traced the TVs back or something like that. Yeah, they traced them back to.
Yeah.
They traced them back to the.
That's unrelated to Matthew though.
Yeah, and well, then they figure out that it's a recording,
Yeah.
and so
The entire scene that we've watched play out was all pre-recorded.
was all pre-recorded, and then Matthews gets pig-hegged, as they call it, pigged, you know, and gets locked up in
Yep.
the bathroom, and then breaks his own ankle to get out, which is like a G move, you know, because he was willing.
We
to
don't
do
see that in
like
this movie.
Oh yeah, but you know, but he gets locked up, right?
Yeah.
And the door closes, and Amanda says "game over" or whatever, and so then, um, which is like the best ending to any movie whatsoever. Game over. Um, and so
And we see an
s-
unconscious John Kramer in Matthew's car.
laughing, and then you see also when that timer was up, because John Kramer did tell Matthews, "Your son is safe, is
Mhm.
somewhere safe," and he was literally talking about a safe behind him because he was hooked up to an oxygen mask inside a safe behind John Kramer, and if he would have waited, he would have gotten his son.
Oh yeah. That whole sequence is super cool because there's more than once that John Kramer alludes to all of this being pre-recorded.
Yeah,
It's once when he initially talks to Eric Matthews and is like, "I will assure you, your son is in a safe and secure place," or something like that. Um, one then alluding towards his son literally being in the safe in that same room. And then there's another time where, or right before that, Eric says, "What's going on those tapes? What's going on that TV?" And John says, "Well, I haven't watched those tapes for some time, but I would imagine Michael is sitting in the corner, cowering," alluding to the fact that he's watched these tapes before, because that's exactly what's going on. But the whole him talking to Eric Matthews and Jigsaw, their whole conversation going on, it is a game.
yeah.
The entire thing right there was
Because
another game.
He wanted to test, like, basically stress test Eric Matthews, basically, you know.
Hmm.
And so, but yeah, so with that, that is Saw 2 in a nutshell. So, because we don't want to spoil the whole thing for you guys, we want you guys to
Oh
go
yeah,
watch it. So, anyways, all right,
there's
Nova.
so much more. It's so good.
Yeah, so we talk about what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like. One of my things, I love the kills and everything. What I didn't like, and this is kind of a gripe to this Saw franchise in a whole, which you probably won't like when I say this, is the constant flashbacks to previous stuff over and over and over again without any warning. It's just like a back
Yeah.
and forth, back and forth. It's super annoying. But the kills are great and all that stuff. And then we also rate it out of 1 out of 5 stabs. And me, obviously, this is the second movie, so there's much they improved on it much. If they didn't have so many of those cutaways and maybe a little bit more gory kills, I would give it a higher rate. But I give it, and this is where Nova's gonna rip my head off, a 2.5 out of 5 stabs.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Just because the movie.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can be your co-host.
The movie.
I don't know if I can do this.
Oh, okay. I am the Simon Cowell of this podcast, okay? Because I look at
I can't believe this.
I look at every single detail and what can be improved.
Well,
upon.
me personally,
And this is my personal opinion. You have something different, We all have
I
something
really
different.
enjoy this movie. It's not perfect, so I don't think I could give it a 5 because there are a few little things I like, oh, you could have done this, or pacing here could have been better, stuff like that. Um, 4.5 for
Four and a
me.
half. So we'll
Four and a
average it.
half.
We'll average
Like
it
it's
out at 3.25.
sounds good to me.
See, and that is good
Um,
old Saw 2. And yes, you can watch it at home on home media, and you can also listen to this. And yes, hopefully Nova was joking about the co-host thing. Nova's here to
was
say,
I?
"Oh, oh."
Talk shit about a Saw movie again. Maybe it's not a joke anymore.
I am more of a fan of the movie Jigsaw.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
anyway, so yes, you'll see Nova will be here all the time. You'll see that face.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe. Sometimes you might see flesh,
Whoa,
and that's how
whoa.
you know I've escaped containment.
Now hold on there. Slow it down. Now you're trying to get the gooners in here, as the kids say.
Mayhaps,
Jesus.
perchance.
Oh God. Anyways, but Nova, is there anything you want to say to these lovely people before we sign off this week?
um, nothing crazy. Just, watch the movie. It's so good, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. The entire franchise, really. Watch all of them. There's 10 of them now, I think? 11?
There's going to be a number 11
10.
coming out this year,
Yeah. There's going to be 11,
which
which is
I'm going to watch number
you better
11
get
in theaters.
you better get caught up before that one comes out.
I've seen
Just
all.
saying.
Okay, listen. I've seen the entirety of the Saw franchise multiple times. It's just been a while since I've
Oh
seen
yeah.
them.
You gotta rewatch them then, so you've got it all fresh in your mind.
I'll do that closer to when it comes out, which is in October.
Nah. Do it twice.
Do it twice. Once at the beginning
Do
of
it
the
now.
year, and then right the week before,
Do it now, and then do it in October.
just a marathon in October.
Yep.
There you go. Anyways,
Why are
also,
we barking again?
huh?
My dog barked again.
Oh. So, also again, people comment below saying hi to Nova. So,
Maybe I'll say hi back. We'll see.
we'll shall see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, watching, wherever on Spotify or YouTube. So, and anyways, and as always, be spooky.